What's up, YouTube? My name is Bob Marston. Welcome back to Nerdly. Today on Nerdly, I'm reviewing uh, two 6 inches and one pop ride. So the first, I'm gonna do the ride. Now, believe it or not, this was $5. So this is Pop Ride's Knight Rider, number 50, Michael Knight with Kit. So on the back, there's nothing on the back. It's just this. And so that's the first thing I'm going to be reviewing. And then second, I'm going to be reviewing Pop Movies Jaws. Number 758, Great White Shark. Or Jaws. It's Jaws. It's Jaws, people. Now, there were three versions of this you can get. There was this one. There was one where he had the tank in his mouth that Brody shot and they blew up. And then there was a third one where he had, what was his name? Quint. He had Captain Quint in his mouth, and there's like blood everywhere. I'm like, that's messed up. I don't want that. So that's what I'm reviewing. And also, there's 755, which is Chief Brody. 756, which is Matt Hopper. 757, which is Quint. 758 is Great White Shark, which is this one. And 759 is Great White Shark Biting Tank, which is the one I talked to you about. If you haven't seen the movie, then don't say, "Oh, I haven't seen the movie yet." Because it's a really old movie, and that's how the movie ends. He blows up. And last but not least, oh my god, I have Pop Marvel Avengers Endgame, number 478, Hulk. And then, oh shit. 449 is Tony Stark, 450 is Captain America, 451 is Hulk, 452 is Thor, 453 is Thanos, 454 is Black Widow, 455 is Ant-Man, 456 is Nebula, 457 Hawkeye, 458 is War Machine, 459 is Captain Marvel, 478 is Hulk, 6 inch, 479 is Thor, and 480 is Rescue. So yeah, and if you're wondering why is Hulk a 6 inch, spoiler alert, Hulk picks up the Infinity Gauntlet when he wants and then he snaps his fingers and he lets all the people who were snapped away come back to life, which is super awesome, and it changes everything we know. Alright, now I'm going to open all of these boxes, and let's get started. Alright, so first, get out of the way, bro. So first I'm going to show the Great White Shark. So this is the Great White Shark. Honestly, it's pretty cool, and the teeth are actually sharp, which is nice. So on one side, the shark is okay, and the other side, he's freaking battle scarred. He's seen some shit. But, the shark looks awesome. There's the movie poster. Oh, or like this. That's the movie poster, just him coming up. I'd like to say, though, that this is a nice, smooth paw figure. But yeah, that's all he does. And he kind of just sits, like that. I'd like to say, though, that for the movie Jaws, there are scenes where you see him just, like, in the water, just circling around. And even though it's a kind of cheesy movie nowadays, it's scary. Like, you just see him go, oh, something bad's gonna happen. Someone disappears from the water, you're like, oh. So yeah, that's Jaws. Next, I'm gonna do Michael Knight. So here's Michael Knight. And he's with Kit. Kit's his car. Then there's a little red beam here, but you can't really see it. And that goes back and forth. And Kit is like an AI, and it talks to him. And I think he's like a cop or something like that. And he's actually sitting in his car, which is cool. And he's got a license plate that says Knight, because he's Michael Knight. And the wheels don't turn. I wish they did. That'd be cool. But yeah, so that's what he just looks like. And you can do him like that, so he looks badass. You can do him like that. Or just like, he's focusing on driving. He wants to drive. And he's actually holding like the thing that fighter pilots have, like, not the stick, but there's like spaceships that have a wheel star like that in Star Wars. So he's holding a star like that, and he just looks cool. And he's David Hasselhoff. And I know that because that's what Peter Quill used to say his father was. He used to say that David Hasselhoff was his father, and that the reason why he was never around was because he'd be shooting the TV show Knight Rider. I love Guardians of the Galaxy so much. So now, here's Hulk. Hulk looks really cool. He's in his weird little outfit, and I put him this way. In reality, he looks like this, just a gauntlet away from him, but I wanted him to look cool. He doesn't look in pain at all, which is nice, because that's more comic accurate. You're not really in pain while you're holding the gauntlet. And he looks super, super wicked. And I call him Hulk because he's not Professor Hulk, and he's not Bruce Banner. He's Hulk, that can talk and walk like Bruce Banner, because it's Bruce Banner, but they forgot about that. That was my only nitpick with that movie. Also, the time travel thing, because Bruce Banner or Hulk is like, oh, if you change stuff in the past, it won't change stuff in the future. But the problem with that is that, like 50 seconds later, the Ancient One tells him, oh, if you take this stone out of the past, it will give you a different freaking future. Good job, Hulk, because that's how time travel works. If you change shit, shit will change. It's not none of this, oh, if I go back and try and change something, then I go forward in time, nothing changes. It's like, no, it does freaking change. So yeah, and also his, just the pain that the gauntlet gives you. Oh, give me a break. The gauntlet doesn't give anyone pain when you use it. Like, Thanos wouldn't be holding it all the time in the comics if it gave him freaking pain. But yeah, there you go. Hulk looks cool, and I also want to tell diehard Avengers fans out there that don't know this: the Tony Stark daughter scene that everyone was pouring on and everyone was looking for doesn't exist. That was false information that we all bought into. If you want to call it fake news, you can call it fake news, because I found out it wasn't real. Because Marvel was like, why do people keep? No, we scrapped that idea like a long time ago, and I don't know why they scrapped that idea, because that's like super weird. Because that'd be like a super nice thing. Same with the kneeling scene. Instead of the funeral scene, it'd be cool if we saw all of the heroes kneel. Like, that's nicer. But yeah, you pick and choose. So yeah. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.